ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. who is the chairperson and member of Board of Governors of University. Welcome Secretary of the Sangha, Sri Baswaraj Deshmukhji, who is also member of Board of Governors. Welcome distinguished awardees of honorary doctorate, Shri Shamnoor Shivshankarappaji, an educationist par excellence. When we remember Davangere, we remember only two things. One is Bapuji Institution and Sri Shamnoor Shivshankarappaji. Such is his immense contribution. And another awardee is Honorable Shri Shuraj Patilji, former Justice of the Supreme Court. He is no stranger to all of us. In fact, you will see, probably many of you know that, all the budding and aspiring young lawyers, they have got a portrait of Shri Shuraj Patilji in their office. Such is his influence. He is such a legal luminary. Then we have Sri Baswaraj Patil Sedamji, a social activist and a former member of parliament, a very well-known politician and social worker of our region. And I also welcome Sri Puja Rajshekhar Shivacharyaru, Chaudapurimat, Kalaburagi, for his contribution in social service and for his religious work. Next, I welcome Sri Baswaraj Patilji, MLC, an industrialist and educationist, and young Lingaraj Patilji, a noted industrialist and philanthropist. I also welcome our Pro-Vice Chancellors, Sri N.S. Devarkalji, who incidentally happened to be my teacher, and V.D. Maitriji, who is also a teacher to many of the young engineers. I also welcome all the members of the Board of Governors, Board of Management, Academic Council of University. I welcome the 3 DLIT awardees and all the PG awardees of Sharnbasva University. It is truly yours day. I also welcome the invited dignitaries, distinguished educationists of Kalaburagi, and friends from the media. I welcome you all once again. Now, a brief background of our Sangha and University. Although the Vidyavartaka Sangha was established more than 100 years back by the 6th descendant, but a strong foundation was laid by Lingaikia Pujya Dodappa Appaji, the illustrious father of Pujya Appaji. It was the present president and the Pitadipati Pujya Appaji who navigated the institution through rough and tumbles and was primarily responsible for shaping the destiny of the educational institutions run by Vidyavartaka Sangha. Dr. Appaji's dream was fulfilled when Sharnbasva University was established in 2017 by the Act of Government of Karnataka. Undoubtedly, the establishment of the university represents the pinnacle of success of Appaji's endeavors in the field of education, a true reward for hard work, dedication and single-minded devotion. He is such a rare personality, like a diamond in the dust. The education philosophy of our Sangha and University, we derive our inspiration from sayings and quotations of 12th century Shivsharanas. With the Yambadu Abhyasigana Kaivasha, meaning true knowledge belongs to a person who sincerely pursues it. It was said by Saint Siddharameshwar of Sholapur, and it's our university, it is the university emblem. Likewise, Kayaka and Dasoga philosophy of Sri Basvanna and Sri Sharnbasveshwar. Yatra yatra jiva, tatra tatra shiva. Seeing God in all the living things and creatures is a pearl of wisdom from Isha Upanishad. We derive inspiration and follow it in letter and spirit. Happiness means different things to different people at different times. For us at Sharnbasva University, and I also welcome Sri Umesh Jadavji, the MP of Gulbarga. Happiness means different things to different people at different times. For us, since the last 200 years in our institution, it means giving and helping the needy. In short, happiness in Sharnbasveshwar Vidyavartaka Sangha and University is giving and serving the needy. Coming to Appaji's quotes, he has his own share of gems, like no religion is greater than service. Service to humanity is service to God. And another of his quotes says that live independently, think independently, earn and speak independently. It is such a philosophy based on which you can live a life with purpose and meaning. Appaji is like an oxygen to our institutions and university. It is not seen but felt, which is essential for functioning effectively. Personally for me, Appaji gave an opportunity as a Vice Chancellor to cross-learn and broaden my bandwidth of knowledge and shape the worldview on many different things. It's like a blessing for a frog in the well to see the outside world. For any committed professional like me, it is so true that we are all immersed in our own careers and live in a cocoon worlds, and we think that there is no better world than ours in which we are living. I once again thank him for giving me an opportunity to work under him. Appaji, I must tell you, it has been a great learning and enlightening experience which I will cherish lifelong. Now coming to the achievements of a university, Sharnbasva University, I am very proud to say as the Vice Chancellor, we got unconditional approval of the University Grants Commission. It is by no means a mean achievement for a young university. Another feather in the cap is AICTE approval of all the engineering, management and computer application courses, and for even from the architecture course by the Council of Architecture. And I am proud to say that our examination system is entirely digitally enabled, developed by our own college. In the job procurement forefront, we are at the forefront as many as 720 students got gainfully employed in reputed companies like Accenture, Infosys, Wipro, HCL, in reputed banks and companies. As many as 62 companies and corporates conduct campus interviews. And during 2017 and 2020, on the academic front, we have published 323 research papers by our staff and students and 32 books. And we have also started various new courses like BBA Aviation and Cargo Services, engineering courses in artificial intelligence, which is going to be the future engineering course, which will have a lot of relevance, and also hospital administration course we have started considering the pandemic and how badly we suffered during it. During the peak, and we have entered into MOU with world leaders like Cisco, a world leader in IT and networking, and also a German giant, auto giant BMW, for providing hands-on services, hands-on training for the engineering students. During the pandemic, continuing with the Dasoha traditions, Awaji's initiative of providing the food packets to the needy and sufferers in bus stands, railway stations and streets is noteworthy. And we also not left behind in the green initiative in tapping the solar energy and rain harvesting. We harvest about 5 lakh liters of water, and this is worth emulating. Before I conclude, I feel my job is incomplete if I don't impart some life lessons, some sane advice and skill to our graduates and outgoing graduates and postgraduates. First important thing is have clarity in goal. You must know what you are going to do and how you are going to do. This is the first rule. And the second rule is don't forget the first rule. Okay? Right. It's very important to be skillful in your chosen fields of discipline, because once you are skilled, I happen to remember Allama Iqbal's Urdu saying that it goes like this: खुद को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा या बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. Meaning that become so skillful that every stage of life God himself should ask you, come on son, tell me what you want. So next thing is, for you people, you young people, you should have the ability to work in a team, possessing enough social and emotional intelligence. You should have the capacity to cooperate, collaborate, and also compete, because as you know, these emerging sciences like artificial intelligence, 3D printing, data analytics and robotics will disrupt the economic and social life in no uncertain measure. Mind you, please remember that. For example, I'll tell you an example. In Taiwan, Foxconn, you must be all knowing what is Foxconn. Foxconn is a company that manufactures spare parts for Apple. They make spare parts. It is a factory where 50,000 people work. The young girls who were working there, they demanded a raise in the wage. So Foxconn, what it did was, it replaced them with robotics. So when you see this factory, 50,000 robots are working. Robots don't need light to work. So the factory works in darkness, and there are only two creatures who take care of this, establishment: a dog and a human being. Dog for the security and human being to take care of the dog and feed it, nothing else. So such is going to be the impact of the emerging social disruptors like artificial intelligence. It is going to happen in all the fields. For example, as doctors, if you give data, the diagnosis is out within 5 minutes. You have to just convince the patient and counsel him. Likewise, in the field of law and justice, if you feed the data, relevant data, you get the judgment within 5 to 10 seconds. So I don't see how we are going to function. What is the function of lawyers and judges? Likewise, in every branches, it is going to be disruption. So have the ability to work in the team, and you should innovate. Learn the art of communication. It's very important. For example, if you see any successful professional, he has to be a very effective communicator, be it a doctor, be it a teacher, be it a politician. Unless you learn to communicate effectively, we can't get further in life. The best example of communication I am reminded of was, I learned it from one of the awardees of honorary doctorate, Shri Sharnbasva ji. I hope he remembers it. When I was a child, we were neighbors. And I was in 10th class student, I was playing the music very loudly. So within 5 minutes, one of his office assistants, if I remember his name properly, it was Ghodaya. So he came and told me, Vakil Sahab me karitare ante. So what I expected, he would scold me. But just listen carefully what he said. He said, Niranjan avare, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚಲೋ ಅದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸ್ನಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. So I got the message. So it is simply an art of telling a better thing in such a sweet way. So I remember that, sir, and even today, for this, even after 50 years, I remember that. So this is what is called as the art of communication. So it is really true that ಮಾತು ಬಲ್ಲವನಿಗೆ ಜಗಳವಿಲ್ಲ, ಊಟ ಬಲ್ಲವನಿಗೆ ರೋಗವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Now, another two things before I conclude. Stay away from jealousy. Don't be jealous. ಅಸೂಯೆ ಪಡಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ jealousy is such a negative emotion. It's like keeping the poison in your mouth and expecting the other person to die. If at all, try to learn something from the person who is successful, so that you can also be successful in life. And finally, cultivate forgiveness. Shama bhavana irabeko. Yakandre I am reminded of an Urdu couplet which says that मैंने जिंदगी को इस तरह आसान कर दिया, कुछ लोगों को माफ कर दिया और कुछ लोगों से माफी मांग ली. In conclusion, I urge you to be the best ambassador of this reputed institution. Wherever you go, dream big, chase your dreams, seize the opportunity, do your best for success, for in your success lies the success of India. Lord Sharnbasva and Appaji's blessings and our wishes are with you for your success in all the future endeavors. Thank you very much. I once again welcome you all for this grand occasion. Thank you.
Now it's time for convocation. Now I request our Honorable Secretary and Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate Jagadguru Sar. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
third awardee is Sri Basavaraj Patil Sedamji, former Member of Parliament and is Honorable Chairman for Kalyana Karnataka Human Resource, Agriculture and Cultural Society. And in the second convocation, the honorary doctorate awardees are Pujya Shri Rajshekhar Shivacharyaru, Chaudapuri Hiremat, Rampur, Gulbarga; Shri B.G. Patil, MLC and Chairman and Managing Director, SB Patil Groups; and Shri Lingaraj Patil, Executive Chairman of Patil Rail Infrastructure Private Limited, Hyderabad. And the D.Litt awardees are, in the first convocation, Dr. Shivraj Shastri, he is Assistant Professor in the Sharnbasva College of Arts, Kalaburagi; and Dr. Nilambika Sherikar Police Patil, she is the Principal of Godutai Dodappa Upper Arts College, Arts and Commerce College, Kalaburagi; and Sri S.M. Hiremat is retired Professor, Department of Kannada, Gulbarga University, Kalaburagi. The medals, merit certificates and degree certificates who appeared in the examination and who have successfully and certified to be worthy of receiving the degrees. Honorable Chancellor Sir, may I request you, I have the honor to request you to declare the first and second convocations open. Conferment of honorary doctorate degrees and D.Litt degrees. Honorable Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to award the honorary doctorate degrees, D.Litt degrees to the recipients.
ತನ್ನ ಪಾಡಿಗಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಜೀವನ, ತನ್ನ ಪಾಡಿಗಳಲ್ಲದೆ ಪರಹಿತ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಜೀವನ, ತನ್ನ ಪಾಡಿಗಳಲ್ಲದೆ ಪರಹಿತಾಪ ಮಾಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಂಗಾರ್ಪಿತವೆಂದು ಕಾಯಕದಾಸವಯ್ಯ ಎನ್ನುವ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಹಾದಾಸವ ಸೂತ್ರದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಜೀವಿಗಳ ಸೇವೆ ದೇವರ ಸೇವೆ ಎಂಬ ಭಾವನೆಯಿಂದ ಸೇವಾನಿರತರಾದ ಧೀಮಂತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಿಂದ ತನ್ನ ಮೇಲ್ಮೈಯನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿದವರು 1969ರಲ್ಲಿ ದಾವಣಗೆರೆ ನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ, ವಿನಾಯಕರಾಗಿ, ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿ, ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯ ದಾವಣಗೆರೆಯ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಶಾಸಕರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಚಿಂತಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀಯುತರು ತಮ್ಮ ಬಾಪೂಜಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸೇವೆ ಅನುಪಮವಾಗಿದೆ, ಅನನ್ಯವಾಗಿದೆ. 6 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಸೂರು ಹಾಗೂ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಪೂರೈಸಿದರು. ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯನ್ನು ಆರಂಭಿಸಿ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ನ ನ್ಯಾಯವಾದಿಗಳಾಗಿ, ನಂತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ನ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದವರು. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮೊದಲ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರೆಂಬ ಹೆಗ್ಗಳಿಕೆ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ತತ್ವಸಿದ್ಧವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತಾವು ರಚಿಸಿಕೊಂಡವರು. ನ್ಯಾಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಜ್ಞರಾಗಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ವಿವಿಧ ಸಮಿತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗೌರವಯುತವಾದ ಸ್ಥಾನಮಾನಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಹಾಗೂ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯುತವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತವಾದ ಕೃತಿಗಳನ್ನು 100ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ಪೂರ್ಣ ಲೇಖನಗಳನ್ನು ವಿದ್ವತ್ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಂಬುದು ಅಭಿಮಾನದ ಸಂಗತಿ. ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಗೃಹಧಾರಿಯಾದ ಇವರು 1944ರಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸಿದರು. ತರನಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಪ್ರಯಾಸದಾಯಕ ವಾತಾವರಣದ ಮಧ್ಯೆಯೇ ದೇವರ ಮೇಲಿನ ಅಪಾರ ನಂಬಿಕೆ, ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಮತ್ತು ರಸಿಕ ಸಮೂಹಗಳ ಒಡನಾಟದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಬೆಳೆದು ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದವರು. ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ಹುಟ್ಟೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಪೂರೈಸಿ ನಂತರ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪದವಿ ಪಡೆದರು. ನಂತರ ಹಿಂದೂ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಮತ್ತು ನೈತಿಕತೆಗಳ ಪುನರುತ್ಥಾನವೇಕರಾಗಿ ನಂತರ ಪೂರ್ಣಾವಧಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರಕರಾಗಿ ನೇಮಕಗೊಂಡರು. ಶ್ರೀ ಬಸವ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಪರಮಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಡಿವಾಳಯ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯವರ ದಿವ್ಯ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಿಂದ 1974ರಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಬಸವ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಘವನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲವೇ 7,000ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಧಿಕ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಓದುತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಸುಮಾರು 400 ಜನ ಬೋಧಕ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಂಕುಶರೀಕೆಂಬ ವಿನಮ್ರ ಬಯಕೆ ಹೊಂದಿರುವ ಶ್ರೀಯುತರು ತಮ್ಮ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ, ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪ್ರತಿಗಳ ಬದಲಾಗಬೇಕೆಂಬ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಾಲೋಕ ಸಂಘದ ಸಂಘಟನಾ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಗಳಾಗಿ 2007ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಟ್ಟಾಭಿಷೇಕವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಪಟ್ಟಾಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಶ್ರೀಮಠದ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಭಕ್ತ ಸಮೂಹಗಳ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಅಪಾರ ಕಾಳಜಿ ವಹಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅನೇಕ ಮಹೋನ್ನತ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಭಕ್ತ ಮಂಡಳಿಯನ್ನು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2008ರಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಉಗ್ರಾಣ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣವನ್ನು ಆಡಳಿತ ರಸ್ತೆ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣಗೊಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 2009ರಿಂದ 9-10ರಲ್ಲಿ ಶಂಖಾಚಾರದ ಶ್ರೀಮಠದ ಕಟ್ಟಡದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಕೂಟ ಶ್ರೀಮಠದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆಗಳ ಕಟ್ಟಡಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣಗೊಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 2016ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಪುರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಭಾಮಂಟಪ ಕಟ್ಟಡ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಲಾಮಂಟಪ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿರುವುದು. ಇನ್ನುಳಿದಂತೆ ಶ್ರೀಮಠದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅನ್ನದಾಸೋಹ, ಬಡ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ವಸತಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಾರ್ಜನೆ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮಿಸಲು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಶ್ರೀಮಠದ ಪ್ರಕಾಶನದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗಾಗಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಜೊತೆ ಗುರುತಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 2008ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ಉತ್ತರ ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಮತಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಿಂದ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧಿಕೃತ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ತದನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ಮಹಾನಗರ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ನಾಗರಿಕ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ, ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ಬೇಳೆಕಾಳು ಉತ್ಪಾದಕ ಸಂಘದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ 2000ರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಾಯುಯಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ಮಂಡಳಿ ಒಕ್ಕೂಟದ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವ ಎಸ್ಬಿ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ವಿತರಣೆಯನ್ನು ಇವರು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸುವ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಅಮೋಘ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯವರಿಗೆ ಇಂದಿನ ನಡೆದ 50 ಕನ್ನಡ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯಪದವಿಯನ್ನು MBA ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಅಮೆರಿಕದ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಿಂದ ಪೂರೈಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಂತರ ಅವರು ಕೆಲಕಾಲ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಫಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಮಾಡಲು ಆರಂಭಿಸಿದರು. ಭಾರತೀಯ ರೈಲು ಹಳಿಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಭಾರತೀಯ ರೈಲ್ವೆಯ ಸುರಕ್ಷತೆ ಮತ್ತು ವೇಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಲು ನವೀನ
When I was entering this hall, I came 7 minutes late. I was supposed to be here at 11:45. I was late because I am a doctor at parliamentary and some people stopped me on the way. I had to talk to them and settle their issue. When I was entering, I was very happy to listen few words. My doctor colleague, my friend, Vice Chancellor of this university was giving wonderful welcome address. Every word were weighed, tolmol ki bol now ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Every word were weighed and were spoken. Few words which I heard. He was telling happiness means different thing to different people at different time. Think independently and live independently. This university teaches everybody to think independently and live independently. And our Apache is oxygen to this university. He is not oxygen to university, he is oxygen to entire our Gulbarga region people, sir. Because I am very happy to, when I became a member of parliament and when I entered the parliament house, first thing I did was I went to Mahatma Basaveshwar statue in the parliament and I bowed in front of him, laid in front of him and I took blessing from him and I remember it is the gift, it is the presentation, it is the invention, it is the donation by my institute where I studied, that institute head and he was the cause for this. So I compliment on 28/4/2003 Mahatma Basaveshwar statue was installed and it was the brain behind is our Apache. So I am proud, sir. I compliment you, sir. Whosoever comes from Gulbarga to Delhi, first I think I do was I used to take them to that statue, then to the parliament. It's our pride, sir. Today, our institute is giving wonderful education to the student of this region. Sharnbasva University has legacy of more than 100 years for promoting quality education, especially to the deprived society section. Sharnbasva started with puja that continued by Madhushi Gautaji Appa. Further legacy was continued by Sharnbasva ji. Sir, I am proud to say, for women empowerment, way back in 1934, exclusive school for girls was started by this particular university, sir. Now we are talking about women empowerment, but this was started long time in 1935 by our Apache. First engineering college was started in northern Karnataka Puja Dadappa Appa is the visionary chancellor of the youngest university in this state. As per the NEP National Education Policy, the concept of before NEP started, Appaji constituted Sharnbasva University much ahead than NEP. I congratulate to this event, sir. And our Karnataka is proud privileged to start this NEP, New Education Policy, first in India. It is Karnataka. So, sir, we are very happy, we are very proud, we are privileged. This entire area, especially being alumni of this college, being alumni of this institute, and I am very happy. I am participating in the first convocation, and each one was given wonderful. We heard their biography of Shambhu Shukrapaji also, as he is doing wonderful work in our Davangere and all other area, and we are proud to be with him. And this is a wonderful occasion. In fact, I had a very good, very big program event in Delhi. I had to cancel. I came here, and I am very happy. And all the students today who are getting medals, totally on about 352. First convocation students are getting gold medal, about 22 gold medal for 18-19 batch. I congratulate each of awardee, and you should lead, you should become a role model in the society, and you should bring the name of institute in the world, sir. I wish once again, I congratulate, and once again I thank entire this institute for calling me and giving me opportunity to give few words. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
विद्या भंडारी परम पूज्य गौरवान्वित डॉक्टर शरणबसप्ಪ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಭಕ್ತಿಪೂರ್ವಕ ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮಾತೋಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ದಾಕ್ಷಾಯಿಣಿ ಅಮ್ಮಾಜಿಯವರಿಗೂ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಶರಣಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಇವರಿಗೂ ಗೌರವಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮನಗಳು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದಂತಹ ನಿರಂಜನ್ ಮಿಸ್ತ್ರಿ ಅವರು ಹಾಗೂ ಸಹಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಡಿ ಮೇತ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ದೇವರ್ಕಲ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಮನಗಳು. ಈ ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಭಗವಂತ್ ಖೂಬಾ ಅವರು, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯ ಸಂಸದರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಉಮೇಶ್ ಜಾಧವ್ ಅವರೇ, ಶ್ರೀ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ದತ್ತಾತ್ರೇಯ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ರೇವೂರ್ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ದೇಶಮುಖ್ ಜಿ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಶರಣಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳೇ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾನ್ಯರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹಿಳೆಯರೇ, ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುಲಸಚಿವರ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾಂಗ, ಹಣಕಾಸು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಡೀನರ್ಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಇತರ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಬೋಧಕರು, ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಬೋಧಕೇತರರು ಮತ್ತು ಆಡಳಿತ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಗದವರು, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು, ಅವರ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ, ಪೋಷಕರು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಶುಭಾಶಯನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಂತ ಮಾನ್ಯರೇ, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರೇ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ ನನ್ನ ಈ ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. I deem it great pleasure and honor to address the first convocation of Sharnbasva Vishwavidyalaya, which come into existence in the year 2017 in Kalyana Karnataka region. I am very much grateful to the most respected His Excellency, the Chancellor of the University, Mahadasoi Vidya Bhandari, Param Pujya Dr. Sharnbasva Appaji, for giving me an opportunity to deliver the convocation address. My dear young graduates, my heartily congratulations to you, since you have graduates of a 21st century which is known for the information age. The graduates of 21st century country for the information literate graduates. Today is an important day for you in your life and significant milestone in the life journey. As said by the Sri Ratan Tataji, in view this, the moment as moving from a protected environment to an environment where we have to learn, listen, work, because your world is going to be learning and listening. By your dedication, hard work, you have earned your degrees and awards. It is needless to say that this is a proud moment for you as much as it is your respected teachers, parents, guardians, and well-wishers. Learning is a never-ending process in life. Now we have to become a lifelong learners and confident of facing the uncertainty and challenges of life laboratory, dealing with success and failures with right and positive attitude. You have to hope, and with your knowledge of a social responsibility, please work towards the upliftment of downtrodden and backward classes for betterment of the society. Our faculty, heartily congratulations for my faculty member. Today is the celebration as well as the introspection. Let us celebrate the success story of our beloved student as well as self-review of our performance and role in their success. Students have two types of parents, one being a biological parent while the other is the academic parent. We being the teachers are the academic parents, since both the students and teachers spend most of the active part of their time in the institution. Faculty, teachers' job is to multitask performance. Friends, counselor, judge, mentor, guide, and curricular, extracurricular, and co-curricular activities. Two main functions and responsibility of dimension of the college level teachers are intellectual excitement, that is the enthusiasm, knowledge, inspiration, humor, interesting viewpoint, clarity, organization, and interrelations concern, effective motivation, concern and caring, availability, friendliness, acceptability, helpfulness, encouragement, and challenges. A teacher has to become an excellent model to the student in making him as a responsible member of the society. Hence, I request my faculty colleagues to consider the teacher is a research activist, two different faces of the same coin, namely academic pursuits. The management of the institute or the institution has to facilitate the scholarly activities by faculty beyond the curriculum. The responsibility of the faculty in teaching ethics. No society can be greater than its teachers. It is a role and the responsibility of the teacher inculcating the ethical and moral values of the student in unlimited, unexpectable and things. Every move of a teacher, every thought of a word of a teacher can be ethic learning experience of the student whom he or she is serving as a teacher. Teacher walk and talk are coincident and integrate to instant trust in the student. To initiate the ethical moral education they have to lead through. Thus, the primary responsibility of the teacher is to earn, underlining the undertaking trust in the student and the teacher is a moral ethical leader from whom they can learn best practices in life. Apart from the being part of the system, is providing the ethical and moral values of the student. Teachers must be available when the student requires, when their ethical journey. Ethical and moral values in the practical life might be bring the setback and might not be a graduate in an organic leads the bonds growth, but the student would be encouragement to the consistently in practicing their ethical values. They might look up their teachers for formal support when they feel let down by the others in the ethical practical journey. Idea of education. The main function of the university education is postal liberal education, be it economics, management, or the natural science or the English literature. The education at the university, irrespective of the discipline, has a liberate the minds of our students. We need such an education in our students should free themselves from the cognitive blocks. If we do not change the perception of how to look at unjust society, inhuman economy, and unequal power relations, dominance of the one social group, the meaning of the scientific study, etc., will no longer the practicing the university education. Education in this sense should aim the metonia, which means that shifting of mind. For the Greek, this word meant a fundamental shift or the change or the transcendence of the mind. This shift of the mind takes place when the real learning happens in the university. What generally happens in our university classrooms is merely adaptive learning, learning for the survival. Our students learn just in order to gain 55% of PG examination and to pass the NET or SLET. This kind of learning for the examination is more survival learning. That is the perfect, all right. But we need to be a little ambitious to take this learning further to the level of generative learning. For example, student of a social sciences may learn the sociological theories so well he or she can clear all the examination. But what is the use of it if he or she is not able to generate, at least in future, as a researcher in the social sciences or a new sociological theories? The real learning is generative learning, which involves the generating new concepts and new theories. Mere applications of the theories and the concepts coming from the Western university is not a generative learning. Therefore, our task is to produce the scientists, thinkers, and the social scholars of highest order who can generate the ideas of the respective discipline. Though it seems ambitious and idealistic, it is the attempting, I believe. If we have to produce the generative learning among our students, what should be the nature of our pedagogy? Our pedagogy, including the designing of the curriculum, in the manner of examination, etc., should go beyond merely the transfer of information. We need to change our perception of teaching. Our teaching should be set the goal beyond preparing our student for examination. We should teach in such a way that our students should start thinking innovatively in their respective disciplines and produce the knowledge our time is the need of. That is why the university teaching should go hand in hand with our research. Therefore, even though we are teaching a particular unit in a paper, for example, a poem in the literature class or the structure of molecule in the science class, we should think that we are teaching our student how to conduct the research. We should teach them how to conduct a small research about the poem or the understanding the structure of a molecule. The point I am trying to make here is that the university teachers and teaching and research should go hand in hand. What is our student should learn is to do research. This brings us to the question of research that is being practiced in our university. Therefore, the teachers are the excellent researchers, admit us, but the lot of young research scholars, not all coming to the university, lack of passion for doing research. Research largely practiced has become an alienated activity, leading just towards gaining the degree for the sake of either employment or the promotion. Research is pursued passionately. One can notice a wide gap between the research and the research work. It means a person who is conducting the research is doing merely as a formality without any involvement of the commitment to the problem of research. For example, look at the student writing their handwriting, there hardly any emotional attached between them and their writing. How many our students look at once again at they have written what they do not think about it as their craft and do not care for whether they have done it well or not. Therefore, we need to bring back the harmony between the researcher and the research work. We should make the student love and find themselves in their work. They should craft the paragraph well and feel happy about it. If we do not bring them in this involvement between the writer and written, the reader and read, the researchers and what the research, the scientist and the science, we will not be able to create a good research profiles for our universities. Dear students, I would like to recall the Gandhi's famous words. I would not want my home to be walled in on all sides of the windows to be sifted. I want all the culture of all the lands to be blown about my house as freely as possible. But I refuse to blow off my feet by anybody. We have, as a civilization, be one of the most respected society, but has welcomed good ideas from across world. The Vedic Sri have said, let the noble thoughts come to us from all the sides. The ability to observe combined with the ability to adapt and innovative can move the frontiers of knowledge. Dear students, you are the inheritors of a great culture and pluralistic, holistic world view. You must develop an understanding of the finer aspect of the inheritance and pursue and propagate them. We must continuously strive to use our knowledge and wisdom to improve the quality of life of people around you. The Vedic says, have said, true education emancipate. Education has a transfer of potential. It transfers the learner, gives the power to harmonious knowledge for common good. I would like to advise our outgoing graduates to follow the Indian core philosophy of sharing and caring. Indian's vision is to deem the humanism. We should not allow the vision to be buried by a cloud of misconception of a blinkered, narrow perspective. We should recall our word of a poet, Narsi Mehta, who songs the famous song Vaishnava Janani 2, in which he defined the Vaishnava or a devotee person as one who understands the agony of the fellow citizens. India is a land of a diversities. Universities are no exception. Administratively, there are central universities, state universities, private universities and deemed university. There are specialized universities like agriculture university, technology university, university of teacher education and rural universities, open universities offer our online distance learning courses. With a recent flip to skill development, skill upgradation and vocational education, many universities have restructured their courses to accommodate the vocational education. Occasional element introducing the Bachelor of Vocational Education courses in the selected college have added the new dimension. Sooner or later, there is likely to be deemed a vocational university which will affiliate the vocational colleges and the institutes carry out the research and the development work on the emerging vocational areas and help in caring and cater of the vocational education. The university with the best resource of the brain at their command should form the specialized research group to take up the original research work at the frontiers of the knowledge for the further cause of the human welfare. If need, they should delegate the PG and PhD research work to affiliated colleges and concrete it to part of the breaking research in Indian culture context. Let I conclude by recalling the famous words of Swami Vivekananda: awake, arise, stop not till the goal is reached. All my best wishes will be always with you when you keep on climbing the limitless ladder of excellence and bring glory not to yourself, to our family, to our Sharnbasva University, our motherland and nation. Thank you very much.
ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಕುರಿತು ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ, science encompasses the systematic study of the structural and functional properties of natural and material world through observations and experiments. Technology envisages the application of science and scientific knowledge practically for the welfare of the mankind. The role of science and technology is to lead national development and to support socio-economic needs of the society. Ladies and gentlemen, the science and technology ecosystem ensures the sustainability of the living system and continuity of life. Sustainable stability of the living system is being taken care naturally in the societal environment. We, the human being, are under the notion that the nature is exclusively for us, and we never realize that we are a part of the nature, we are an integral part of the nature. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟೀಕರಣ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಧಿಪತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮುನ್ನುಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಇದು ಬಹಳ ದುರಂತ. ಈ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ಅವಿಭಾಜ್ಯ ಅಂಗವಾದಂಥ ನಾವು ಮಾನವರು ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು.
Nature is not our asset. And please remember, we are the asset of the nature. ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ಅವಿಭಾಜ್ಯ ಅಂಗವಾದಂಥ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಮೂಲಭೂತವಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. Science and technology of the nature is at most important, where the science and technology being created by the man should be on par with the science and technology of the nature. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೂರ್ಯ, ಚಂದ್ರ, ಗಾಳಿ, ಬೆಳಕು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದಂತೆ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೂರ್ಯ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹುಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಳುಗಬೇಕು, ಚಂದ್ರ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹುಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಳುಗಬೇಕು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಳೆಯಾಗಬೇಕು. ಬಂಧು ಮಳೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಮಾನವ ನಿರ್ಮಿತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀರ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಾದರೆ, ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನೇ ಬದಲಿಸುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ವೈಪರೀತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸಂಸದರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕರೋನಾ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಅವಿಭಾಜ್ಯ ಅಂಗ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್, ಖಂಡಿತ. Prevailing pandemic COVID-19 situation is the best example for an extreme imbalance in the natural ecosystem of living and non-living components or the entities. It has compelled each one of us to be closely connected. Despite of geographical distance, world is too small. The advances made and excellence achieved in understanding the virus, a causative agent of the corona-19, and therapy, treatment for the infected cases through science and technology are serving and saving the mankind. India is a rich country, and the real India lives in its villages. A great diversity in nutritional and pharmaceutical herbal formulations is the hidden treasure of our rural India. A great deal of attention in this regard has been drawn across the globe. The progress made in science and technology, particularly the microbial biotechnology, which is very close to my heart, and bioinformatics of the country are being well accepted and appreciated wide over the world. The innovation of natural prebiotic, probiotic, and nutraceutical biomolecules is a significant excellence achieved by several national institutions. I must make a mention at this stage. The national institutions which are governing by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Government of India, that is the CSIR institutions located in Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, and a national institution located in Pune, NCL, under the NCIM, have achieved an excellence in terms of the causative agent of the COVID-19, that is the virus, and also the wonderful synthetic and natural bioactive molecules which are being explored in the India for the first time, which is well being accepted and appreciated wide across the globe. That is the excellence of our nation in science and technology, my dear friends. In addition to this, unearthing of novel microorganisms and their potential pharmaceutical and cosmeceutical bioactive molecules are attracting the international investors in the country. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿದರೆ ಅದೆಷ್ಟೋ ಸಂಗತಿಗಳು ಬರೀ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಗೋಚರವಾಗದೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುದುಗಿಕೊಂಡು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಜೀವಿಗಳ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಂತೂ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವೈರಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಜೀವಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಜೀವಿಗಳು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಮಾನವ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಕ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುದುಗಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯ innovative strains, microorganisms have been discovered in this part. I am very proud to say that the Gulbarga University has discovered 6 new species of actinobacteria and 1 new genus of the Streptomyces, which has been given to the entire world of microbiology of the globe. In this regard, the pharmaceutical biomolecules, tyrosinase is an enzyme, the pigment the most important molecule that's been produced and discovered in India, in this part of the country, are the most attractive biomolecules that are being explored on the industrial scale by the national institutions. That is the privilege, proud achievement and the excellence of the country. In addition to that, the soil fertility and plant productivity is another important area of innovative research of the national science and technology. No doubt, India is an agriculture-based country, but emphasis should be on the innovative research, management of biomass, waste in general, and agriculture-based biomass in particular is a greatest challenge. It's not only a challenge, it's a threat to the country and also alarming to the scientific community of the nation. ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಕಳೆದ 3-4 ತಿಂಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನು ಕಲುಷಿತಗೊಂಡು ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, ಈ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದ ಈ ಹರಿಯಾಣ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್, ಕೃಷಿ ತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸುಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕಿರುವ 1 ವಾರದ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಇಡೀ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಕಲುಷಿತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದುಷ್ಪರಿಣಾಮವನ್ನು ತಡೆ ಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವವೇ ಬೆರಗು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ 3 ವಾರಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ 21 ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಜೀವಿಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಆ ಇಡೀ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ, ದ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಹೈಲಿ ಫರ್ಟೈಲ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ that depends on the major young minds who are receiving the various degrees, medals on this occasion. India is said to have about 65% youth of the total population. It is very crucial for the country to design and direct the youth power appropriately for the development of a healthy society and a strong nation. It is very much essential to provide a suitable academic ambience to achieve the excellence in science and technology for the development of the nation. Recently evolved National Education Policy NEP 2020 is expected to meet all the needs of the young minds. Karnataka seems to be a leading state of the country in the implementation of NEP 2020. ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸಂಸದರು ಉಲ್ಲೇಖಿಸಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಈ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಹೊಸ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನೀತಿಯ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂಚೂಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. In-depth knowledge and intellectual breadth in a focused core discipline along with ability and skill enhancement strategic contents and the courses proposed in NEP 2020 make the younger generation to grow as an asset of the nation. ಇಡೀ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಹೊಸ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನೀತಿ ಯುವ ಜನರೇಷನ್ನ, ಯುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ರೂಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನಗೊಳ್ಳಲಿದೆ. Several challenges in bridging the gap between academia and industry through NEP 2020 are expected to be achieved in the next 2 decades or so. Indigenous innovative research is yet to emerge in the country. ಬಹುಶಃ ಬಹಳ ಗಂಭೀರವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಮಂಡಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಂಡಿಜಿನಸ್ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಟಿವ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೆಟ್ ಟು ರೀಎಮರ್ಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಐತಿಹಾಸಿಕ ಪಾರಂಪರೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರಯುತ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮರಳಿ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಏನೋ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಂದು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಪರಂಪರೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅದೆಂಥ ಮಹಾವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಉತ್ಕೃಷ್ಟ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಈ ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆರ್ಯಭಟ್ಟ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವರು ಬಹಳ ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಶೂನ್ಯದ ಬೆಲೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿದಂಥವ್ರು. ಶ್ರೀ ರಾಮಾನುಜನ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು, ಸರ್ ಸಿ ವಿ ರಾಮನ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು, ನಾವು ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಲಾರೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಶ್ವ ಶ್ರೇಣಿಯ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂದು ಏನು ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನುವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೆಲವು ಕ್ಷಣ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, and this responsibility lies with the young minds. The major role is to be played by the higher education institutions, giving an excellent academic ambience to those young minds for their research and for their innovations. My dear young minds, my dear students, what is important is passion is most important for you. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹುಚ್ಚುತನ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಬಹುಶಃ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಓದ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ವಿಶ್ವದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನೆನೆಸಿದ್ದಾದರೆ ಪ್ರಥಮ 10-20 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಅವರನ್ನು ಹುಚ್ಚ ಅನ್ನುವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ಸಮಾಜ ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಖಂಡಿತ ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದರೆ, ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದರೆ 10-20 ವರ್ಷ ಹುಚ್ಚರಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಚ್ಚುತನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಡ್ನೆಸ್, ಆ ಹುಚ್ಚುತನ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಹುಚ್ಚುತನ ಇರಬೇಕು? ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಮಾನವ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಚ್ಚುತನ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಿರಂತರ ಪರಿಶ್ರಮ, continuous efforts, and then at the end all these two should be very timely. ಯಾವ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಆದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಈ ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದಂಥ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕರೆದು ಒಂದೆರಡು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯವೇ ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ 2 ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಗೆ ವಿರಾಮ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. Science begins with curiosity and often ends with discovery. Science begins with curiosity and often ends with curiosity. That should be there in our young minds. Aristotle ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು, we are what we repeatedly do. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit. ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಉದಾಹರಣೆನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹುಚ್ಚುತನ ಇದೆ. ಅವರು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಅವರ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಅವರ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್. ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಾಧಿಸಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಕ್ಕೆ, ಮಾನವ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತುಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಂದಿಸುತ್ತಾ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಪ್ರಣಾಮವನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಾ 2 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Guest of honor, Honorable Umesh Jadhav, MP, Shri Dattatreya Patil, MLA, Chairperson, Vijnana Kendralaya Development Board, distinguished guest on the dais, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Gulbarga University, Dayanand Sagar, and such, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Udhamadeva University, Professor Sharnbasva, Honorable Vice Chancellor of our University, Dr. Niranjan Nesti, Recipient of Honorary Doctorate, Honorable Justice Shivraj Patil and Sharnbasva, Basurai Patil Sedam, Rajshekhar Shiva Academy, Shivraj Patil, and all of these leaders of our university, recipient of Village Board of Governors, Board of Management and Governing Body members, Academic Council members, Deans, Chairperson of all the department and distinguished secretaries, my dear young outgoing graduates, parents and media fraternity, I extend a very cordial welcome to you all again. Today is a historic day in the annual Karnataka district as the Sharnbasva University is conducting its minor convocation. It is the first private university in this region with whole objective of disseminating knowledge and equity and inclusion. As you know, the concept of university is very broad, aiming to enhance its origin of the knowledge. So our university is provocative through discipline like literature, culture, management, science and technology. The way we teach is the best. This reason having teaching session of 90 minutes and beyond, having stress on comprehension writing components. Above all, I thank the government of Karnataka, Governor, who is the visiting of University, Chief Minister of Higher Education, UGC, AICT, Architect Council of India. Finally, soulful congratulations to everybody, the best wishes for all to congratulate success. I congratulate students taking away their gold medals, cash prize, rank certificates, and above all, you all are carrying back home with golden memories coupled with tons of dreams. Once again, I thank one and all present over here.
Technology exclusively for women, please stand up.
Please resume your seat.
Master of Business Studies, please stand up.
Please resume your seat.
Thank you, madam. The candidates of Master of Social Sciences, please stand up.
Please resume your seat. Please resume your seat.
Please stand up.
Please resume your seat.
Of Master of Computer Applications, please stand up.
Please resume your seat.
Faculty of Fine Arts, please stand up. Candidates of Faculty of Languages, please stand up.
Please resume your seats. Thank you, sir.
The honor of presenting the students, candidates qualified for the various degrees. Please stand up. All of you.
ಕಣ್ಣು ತುಂಬಿದ ಬಳಿಕ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಿವಿ ತುಂಬಿದ ಬಳಿಕ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮನ ತುಂಬಿದ ಬಳಿಕ ನೆನೆಯಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೈ ತುಂಬಿದ ಬಳಿಕ ಪೂಜಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನೇನು ತುಂಬಲಿ ಮಹಂತ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮರೇವ. ಈ ವಚನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಪ್ಪವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಚನ ಆದ ಬಳಿಕ ನಾವು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ದೊಡ್ಡವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಚನ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಆದ್ರೂ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅಪ್ಪವರ ಅಪ್ಪಣೆಯಾಗ್ಯದ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕನೂ ಕೂಡ 10 ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್, 9 ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಈ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕವನ್ನು ಹೋಗಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕವಾಗಿದೆ ಹಿಂದುಳಿದ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರು, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೋಗಿರಿ. ಇವತ್ತೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 4 ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಗಳಿವೆ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಒಂದು ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಒಂದು ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಒಂದು ಬಂದೇನವಾಜ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಒಂದು ಶರಣಬಸವ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ. 4 ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಗಳು ಗಳಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಏಕೈಕ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಲಬುರಗಿಗೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಅನಂತಮೂರ್ತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನಂತಮೂರ್ತಿ ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ನರ ಮಷಿನರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪಾರವಾದ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದವರು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಲಿಂಗಾಯತರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಂಗಾಯತರು. ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿರಸಂಗಿ ಲಿಂಗರಾಜರು, ವಾರದ ಮಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಮಾದೇವಪ್ಪ ರಾಂಪುರೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡಪ್ಪ ಅಪ್ಪ, ಶರಣಬಸವಪ್ಪ ಅಪ್ಪ. ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಬೆಳಗಬೇಕು, ಉಳಿಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಶರಣಬಸವಪ್ಪ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅವರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿಟ್ಟರು. ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. ಕಟ್ಟಿದ ಗುಡಿಗುಂಡಾರಗಳು ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋದವು, ಮಠಮಾನ್ಯಗಳು ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋದವು, ಚರ್ಚ್ಗಳು ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋದವು, ಮಸೀದಿ ಮಂದಿರಗಳು ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋದವು. 900 ವರ್ಷ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ವಚನ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯವನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಉಳಿದಿದೆ. ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ ಇವತ್ತು ಉಳಿದಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಹೇವ ನಿನ್ನದಲ್ಲ, ಭೂಮಿ ನಿನ್ನದಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಮಿಣಿಯು ನಿನ್ನವಳಲ್ಲ, ಇವು ಜಗತ್ತಿಕ್ಕಿದ ವಿಧಿ. ನಿನ್ನದಂಬದು ಜ್ಞಾನ ರತ್ನ, ಅಂತಪ್ಪ ಜ್ಞಾನ ರತ್ನವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡರೆ ನಿನ್ನಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತ ಜಗತ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು 12ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಮೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, 21ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ಶರಣಬಸಪ್ಪ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ರತ್ನ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ರತ್ನ. ಇವತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಇವತ್ತು ಗೌರವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೌದಾಪುರಿ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ ಶಿವಾಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಗಳು ಗೌರವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾಜಶೇಖರ ಶಿವಾಚಾರ್ಯರನ್ನ, ಬಸವರಾಜ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಶೇಡಮ್ಮ ಅವರನ್ನ, ಇವತ್ತು ಶಾಮೂರು ಶಿವಶಂಕರಪ್ಪನಂತವರನ್ನ, ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್, ಮಾಜಿ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಿವರಾಜ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ರಂತವರನ್ನ ಯಾರೂ ತಪ್ಪಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವನ ಸಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಶರಣಬಸವ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಇನ್ನೂ ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಏರಲಿ, ಬೆಳೀಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹಾರೈಸಿ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತುಗಳಿಗೆ ವಿರಾಮ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೇನೆ.